Hasta la vista, baby.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I, Iron Man.
Expecto Patronum!
I am your father.
There's a snake in my boot!
What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Today I'm going to be reviewing one of my most anticipated movies of 2022, one of my favorite filmmakers working today, Robert Eggers, in his newest Viking revenge story, The Northman. This is the third film in Robert Eggers' filmography. He's done The Witch and The Lighthouse, two films I absolutely love to death. In this movie stars Alexander Skarsgård, Anya Taylor-Joy, Nicole Kidman, Willem Dafoe, and Ethan Hawke. Prince Amleth is on the verge of becoming a man when his father is brutally murdered by his uncle, who kidnaps the boy's mother. 2 decades later, Amleth is now a Viking who raids Slavic villages. He soon meets a Ceres who reminds him of his vow: save his mother, kill his uncle, and avenge his father. Now, if you guys watched my most anticipated movies video this year, you knew The Northman was super high on that list. His directorial debut, The Witch, was absolutely great. Such a subtle horror film, beautiful and artistic. But The Lighthouse, I thought, was even better. I think that film is a masterpiece. Willem Dafoe is still snubbed for that Oscar. I was just super excited to see Robert Eggers' take on a Shakespearean Viking revenge story. And the trailers were awesome. But what were my thoughts overall on The Northman, guys? Did this movie deliver? Does it disappoint? It does not disappoint at all. The Northman is one of the best movies this year by far. It is brutal, violent, and altogether just all-out gore, and Robert Eggers does not shy away at all with the action, the blood, the violence. If you love Shakespearean stories, if you love just brutal action movies, then this movie's going to be right up your alley. It is a revenge story. And just going into this movie, you watch the trailers, you obviously know it's about this young Prince Amleth. He saw his father get brutally murdered, and he grows up just raiding villages. And the story is great. It just felt like I was watching The Lion King meets The Revenant. And I love all that. And we got to talk about just the performances they were able to capture with these characters. Starting with Alexander Skarsgård as the lead, Amleth. Skarsgård has been kind of an under-the-radar actor. I saw him in The Legend of Tarzan, and I thought he was super ripped in that movie. And I thought he was pretty good in that movie, but I wasn't like blown away with him as I am with his brother, Bill Skarsgård. But Alexander Skarsgård, this is definitely the performance of his career so far. He is just really savage, brutal, and just badass in this movie. His action sequences, his kills, his hunger, his yelling, like, I felt that in his character. He feels vengeance like Batman does. And I also really liked his dynamics on screen with Anya Taylor-Joy, who is another Eggers veteran. She was in The Witch, loved her in The Witch, and she's been in many other movies since then. And Anya Taylor-Joy was great in this movie. I really liked her chemistry with Alexander Skarsgård. She plays this slave as well, and her and Skarsgård have these communications. They eventually fall in love. Willem Dafoe, like, the short amount of screen time he has was freaking great. I love Willem Dafoe in this movie. Nicole Kidman was a huge standout in this movie. Really was invested in her character and her storyline in here. And once you see her character in this movie, you're just going to be blown away by Nicole Kidman's presence. And Ethan Hawke as well. I wish there was more of him. But his storyline is really personal. This film is violent. Like, if you saw the trailers, you saw the sequences with Alexander Skarsgård and his 7-pack abs slading through villages. Like, this movie shies away from this film is bloody, like, people are getting stabbed, guts are coming out, heads are getting chopped off, like, nothing is held back. Like, this is a revenge Viking story. And something that Robert Eggers has done in the past that has really impressed me is that he can take a fart joke, which normally annoys me in movies. Like in The Lighthouse, it worked. He does it once again in this movie, except he gets away with a fart joke and a burp joke. Robert Eggers is the genius. There's two major standouts that I'm going to be paying attention to with this film. The cinematography and the score. God tier. I'm so happy that Robert Eggers brought back Jaron Blosch, who did the cinematography for The Lighthouse. Like, The Lighthouse was beautiful black and white cinematography. And the cinematography in this movie, I really hope it lands a cinematography Oscar nomination, because this movie looks absolutely gorgeous. Especially that track when they're raiding the village. Like, I want to listen to that soundtrack on loop repeatedly. I really had no issues with this movie except for a couple of nitpicks. Like I mentioned, with Willem Dafoe and Ethan Hawke's characters, I love those actors to death. And I wish they were in the film a little more. But again, that's kind of a nitpick. And it's pretty obvious with the story going on with Ethan Hawke's character. And it does not lower my grade or my opinion on the film overall that Willem Dafoe and Ethan Hawke aren't in the movie as much as I hope. Just their characters were so great whenever I saw them on screen. Would have personally liked to see more of them. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts and grade for The Northman, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you enjoyed what I had to say about this film, definitely hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm and my channel out personally, gets the content out there. And if you want to see more content like this, consider clicking that subscribe button, because I do movie reviews every weekend on this channel, as well as ranking videos, and I do tons of movie stuff. You guys won't be disappointed. The Northman did not disappoint. Robert Eggers makes another great banger of a film. He's 3 for 3. At the end of the day, this could possibly be Robert Eggers' best film. I'm not sure yet. I still would put The Lighthouse as of right now, but this film is brutal. It holds nothing back. And you guys, I think, won't be disappointed with this one. On my rating scale, The Northman definitely gets an A+. My second A+ this year, The Batman and The Northman. This is definitely my second favorite film of the year so far. What did you guys think of The Northman? Did you love it like me? Did you think it was okay, or did you hate it? Let's talk about it. And also, what's your favorite of Robert Eggers' films? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys as always for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!